Welcome to another video on my fischertechnik RoboInterface, which can be programmed in RoboPro, which is original, can be programmed in Python in online mode, which means that it is not programmed in here but via USB from computer. Can be programmed in C, and in my case it's for this project programmed in BASIC. As you can see, it is equipped with an LED switch, small motor, active sonar and a power motor. The RoboInterface has, by the way, a possibility for extension, a serial interface, 4 motor connections, and a connection can also be used to connect the LED, 8 digital interfaces, analog interfaces and distance interfaces. Can also be connected to infrared, USB and serial, as earlier said. It has also 3 means of memory, 2 flash memories and random access memory, which is volatile memory. I'm using flash 1 and random access memory. Reason for that is that BASIC in effect is an interpreter language, so each statement has to be, or each command has to be translated time and time again, but in this case it has to be compiled and loaded into random access memory, so the interpreter is loaded into flash, it stays there, and the program is loaded into random access memory. Power gone, program gone. Last time I added active sonar and I added this power motor, and before I did that, this worked nicely. Not pressed, the LED works, pressed and the motor works. However, after a last change at the end of the video last time, only this one worked and the rest did not. So there's something to gain. And I have to change the program in order to get it working. So let's get to that. Okay, different view as you can see. Now I'm doing a screencast with on-screen view, camera view, and 3 terminals. One is for the F3 uploader to upload it via USB to the controller, to the interface. Compiler window. BASIC is developed for Windows, as you can see, and Wine is a Windows emulator, so I have to use Wine, then invoke the compiler and then compile it. And in a previous video I explained by means of the manuals, etc., why I have to do it like this. Then the program itself. Information on sonar is not much in the manual. There is but there is an example program which shows it more or less the same as this. It just says that D mode was in the example, D mode is set something here. I'll test that. In the meantime, if you're looking for the first time, then this is input 1, output, which is to the LED, speaks for itself. Here, if input is 1, so the button is pressed, then invoke the motor, and then the code that didn't work last time. I already changed it a bit because I only had constant, which is explained in the manual, hash D1, which is then the first distance input, and according to the example you have to use analog command to read it in, because it is an analog value. The only thing that is different from the exact instruction is that I have these values like this, while in the example they are reversed. So let's see whatever happens now. Will this work or won't it? So right now from this I compile. And by the way, this motor is then the small motor, this one, and motor 3, 6 is the big one. And now I'm going to have to scroll back to find, yes, it says it has compiled, so that is good. Now I need to abort and look for the dates, which is the same, and this one has been saved at 22, this one has been compiled at 25, so I can safely upload. That's good. Now I have to select the memory. So with touching the pressing the program button, I select the memory 1, 2, or that should be anyway. Two. No, I should have 2. Yes. And now with program it should run. No, it doesn't. Okay. Now it runs. So, by the way, after last week's video or last time's video, I added some ground plates to keep everything together, which worked nicer. And now I'm pressing. So this works nice. This works. And now I do hope that this works as well. But the minimum distance is, the minimum reliable distance for the sonar is 2 centimeters. And by now the speed of the motor should change. Obviously that's not the case. And again, something is wrong, because this was exactly the thing that happened last time. And because I can't stop it, I have to unplug the interface like this, plug it again, and Now I have to debug. So why are things not working? Let me test that out. Alright, I made a very small change, which is moving D mode from outside the main to inside the main. And now it is like that it runs. This doesn't work. However, when I approach with something, in this case my hand, to the sonar, it stops. Then I can activate this. It goes again, but this doesn't really happen. And it should, on distance larger than 5 centimeters, run for 1.5 seconds, then stop. I don't see it stop. If so, then I should have another wait for it. On the other hand, I do notice that this one stops, so why shouldn't this one stop? And it does stop when I... Alright. But it should not stop, it should run slower, because this is the speed. So it's not really. It's not really the way I like it. Or should I follow the example and said put 3 here and 20 there? I can test both. In the meantime, this is already quite a bit better. This is with motor 0, this is with motor 0, this as well. I just don't notice the speed difference. Okay, let's see what I can do about that one. Alright, a few little changes. First, I found out that a command is 2 slashes, according to the example. Then I switched, as you can see, 20 and 3, and I added a print. And that will be interesting to see, because according to the manual there, which is quite old by now, they are not using USB, but they are using the standard serial interface, or call it old serial interface, RS232. And I can do it, but according to the manual, with that serial interface you can give print statements to the screen. So I'm going to try to use it via USB. No clue if that will work. If that won't work, then I'm going to try to use the, instead of USB, the serial interface. Anyway, let's compile this one and see whatever happens. Oh, I haven't yet changed this because I just wanted to find out if this matters. And I think that has already compiled. Yes, as far as I can see. Yes, that has. So that takes some time. Upload failed. Alright. Then I will have to restart it again. Alright. Again. Error opening device. Too fast apparently. Now it's done. So once again, and select. Alright, first LED. Yeah, that works. This works as well, but it doesn't stop after 1.5 seconds. That does stop, but this should not stop. This should change speed. So that is not quite right. Then where am I getting my prints, my information? That is only possible then with a running connection, which I obviously do not see. So that will be only possible with a serial terminal, I guess. Anyway, why is this not working correctly? It is obvious that it changes with smaller than 5 and larger than 5. But the strange thing is this, that it doesn't change the speed. Let me try again. If it runs faster. Alright. It should have stopped by now. And of course I'm talking. Oh, what I can do, and that's different. I think that is even better to show. Stop. And then, no, new line. Wait for 500 and then -3, -3. Just run the other direction. I think that will be better. And then stop again. No, that's wrong. Why does this happen? I have no clue why this is happening. Okay, let me find out how I connect with this. Alright, quitting that screen was quite easy, by the way, but I have now changed and fixed, I've changed the code to reverse speed and stopping the motor, so that should work, I hope. Not yet to serial. So let's change this first. Right. And compile. Alright, that looked like, yep, that looks like the same. So now let's see if it uploads or that I again have to reset. This, yeah, restart device. Okay. Restarting device. Upload again. Now it's done. Go. Okay. This works. This works. This works. And that does not work. Alright, 5 centimeters. Let's take this centimeters with it. So this is 5 centimeters. And then let me just put it on the ground, on the table. So if I'm here, it already stops. So this means that basically this part is not executed. It simply stops. And another thing that occurs to me is, it already occurred to me, but while you have here white brackets, here's one white bracket and one other. While it simply does work here, here apparently does not. So, big question of course, why? Another thing is, why does it start running apparently so fast? Because this one starts first, which is the LED. Pressing it, it gets the motor running, which is this motor. Next, it starts doing this first. Not this one, this one. So it totally skips this while, apparently. So that is a bit odd. How can I change this situation? Perhaps by adding something else, like here, that different in speed doesn't matter, but that I really show something else. If what I also can do for now is changing the speed, so let it run for minimal speed, then I do know if something works or not. Let's check. Right, changes uploaded, so let's see how this works out. LED works, small motor works, and once again this one doesn't run at speed 1. And this just stops. So not even speed 1 and -1 are executed. And another strange thing is that this is blue as well. Like here, all is blue, but it is executed. So there's something strange going on. And I think I'm going to leave it at that for now. Next time put it to serial interface and see if I can really debug things with print statements, etc. But let me first consult the manual to see how this is caused. Another thing I'm going to try is to introduce a variable, dis, distance, and assign analog hash d1 to dis, and then use this one. The working one I'll leave the same for now. So let's see if this is going to work out. Another thing was that I expected this to end and then go back here, but I have to use the sonar apparently. This works. And the sonar is still completely skipped. Yep. Doesn't work at all. So this whole part is somehow skipped, and that makes it not really clear why when I put my finger in a distance smaller than 5 centimeters that it does stop. Because somehow it then works, but why not completely? Anyway, that's it for now. More of the sonar testing and inclusion of the serial interface next time. So with this situation that it, well, does run, kind of. I thank you for watching. Please, if you like this video, subscribe to my channel and give the video a thumbs up. Leave a comment or suggestion, very much appreciated. You can also follow me via Instagram and Twitter. Please donate to show your appreciation of my blog and videos and experiments. You can donate via PayPal and Wired. More information on my website. And you can also become a patron and have your name mentioned on my website, and depending on the pledge it will be mentioned on with my videos as well. All information under this video, including the URL of my website. And this is obviously going to be continued. So have a nice day and bye bye.